Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to Empowerful You. I know I've been gone for a minute, but guys, it just got hectic. I mean, it got really, really hectic. And you all know I don't wear makeup every day, and I usually want to look presentable when I come on and talk to you guys. So today, I'm getting over a head cold, so forgive my voice, but this right here, I really felt was pressing that I needed to address because this just happened to me. I read something online today and I sent it to several friends because I have an inspirational circle and I try to send them a little, a little pick me up every morning to help them start their day. And I read this and it says, people don't quit bad jobs, they quit bad bosses. When I saw that, I was like, oh my God, it's true. It is so true. And in my 30 years of nursing, I believe that I have worked for some of the most deplorable, evil, low down, self-centered, self-serving bosses on this side of God's glory. And I'm quite sure in your profession, I'm a nurse, and I'm quite sure in your profession that you have come across the same. People, it just baffles the mind how people know that they need you. They know they do. They literally cannot really and truly do their job effectively without you. So why kill the help? That has always been my question. I have always been a team player. I'm not afraid of work, but it seems like that's never good enough. Have you all ever noticed that? That whatever you do, it's never good enough. However much you do, they want more because that wasn't good enough. Has anybody else been there besides me? Do any of you wear hats on your head tall enough to the ceiling and you're trying to balance all of these hats and keep all these hats on your head and keep yourself grounded? And you balancing all of this stuff and you juggling all of these different jobs at one time. And then your boss comes up to you and tell you, you missed that. You missed that. Why didn't you see that? Why didn't you do that? You didn't document that. Or they call you. I'm going to need you to do this. I'm going to need you to do that. Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you tell me that? Really? Really? And what galls me to no end is that they always want to throw up into your face team. Team, team, team. Every time you turn around, that's what everybody says. Team, 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 team. There's no I in team. Team, team, team. Team? I am the damn team. A team of one. I'm quite sure many of you feel that way too, that you're a team of one. That when everything falls apart, everything comes down to it, putting out fires, handling disagreements, this, that, the other, anything that your boss don't want to handle, it ends up in your lap. Sure, I mean, it's not a problem. Hear me, people. It is not a problem to be competent. It's not a problem to be good at what you do. It's not a problem to be multifaceted either. However, we're human just like they are. And why pile up somebody else's plate to empty your own? That makes absolutely no sense to me. Regular raking off your plate and raking onto mine. Regular saying team, team, team. Take one for the team. Team, team, team. And then gonna tell you there's no I in team. They not in team either. I mean, come on. I really don't I've never gotten the concept of such dissatisfaction from employers to their employee. I've never really gotten the point of it. They're angry if you don't know. They're angry if you know. They're angry if you're incompetent. They're angry if you're competent. It's a no-win situation. And then let's not talk about the bosses that are threatened by you. People, I'm an LPN. I've been one for 30 years. I've come up against some of the most notorious RNs in the world. Feeling threatened by me, I'm your subordinate. How in the world can you feel threatened by a subordinate? Make sense of this, people. Make sense. Make it make sense. Please make it make sense. You're the boss. How are you threatened by a subordinate? Make it make sense. Help me. Somebody help me. You should be absolutely over the moon that you have someone in your presence that can take up the reins, that can take up the slack and make your load a little lighter. That you can go on and do bigger things and leave these things to someone else to do. However, remember now, they have tasks too. In nursing is one of those weird fields where it's always been said that nursing eat their young. That's true. But then after they eat their young, they eat themselves. It becomes dog eat dog. Everybody after everybody. This one after this one. This one after that one. This one, that one, this one, that one. Going to the boss, snitching on this one. Going to the boss, snitching on that one. Trying to sabotage this one, trying to sabotage that one. Really? Why? What? Do you know what my mission is in life? And it always has been. My mission in life is to go to work, do my job, make my coins, and come on home. Pay my bills, buy me a Brahmin every now and then. Y'all know I like Brahmin, don't be playing. And make me a margarita. Y'all know I like Patron. I do. I love it. But come on. Work does not have to be this hard. Nurses, we're like gypsies. All of us in one way or another, every last one of us know each other. And we have the same gripe. Oh, I left them. They got on my nerves. Oh, I left them because of such and such. Oh, I had to leave that before I go to jail. Oh, I had to leave that before I catch a case. Girl, she just got on my nerves so bad. He just got on my nerves so bad. They wouldn't do this. Come on, people. And then we have these blind owners. They're just blinded by whatever administration says. Well, because administration says it, I guess it's true. Really now? Did you ever think to ask the employee? Isn't it funny? Get this one. Isn't it funny how the owners always keep the problems? They keep the problems. And the problem is the one that runs all your good people off. They run all of your good people off, then you left with that. And you keep wondering, why are people coming and going, coming and going, coming and going, coming and going? Do you know the average onboarding costs 10 grand to a company? To get a person in the door through the application process, through the onboarding process, through orientation, into that 90 days of employment, that process can cost a company up to $10,000. So why would owners sit back and allow $10,000 to go out of their door, not counting different certifications, trainings, and different other things that that person has acquired and already has under their belt? Crazy, ain't it? Like on my last job, everybody in the facility dreaded morning meeting. Morning meeting is like a cookout. You just don't know who's going to be put on the grill that day, or how many of you are going to be put on the grill that day. It's never a thank you. It's never, I appreciate you for doing that. Or let's get together and we can go through this and that. It's always, and blame, 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 blame. You on the grill today? What happened to a simple thank you? I appreciate you. Thank you for hanging in there with me. I know it's hard. I know things are tight, but thank you for hanging in there with me. That is not in the plan. The only person that deserves a pat on the back is them. Especially when the owner comes in the building, they want to take credit for everything. Everything's fine. We're great. We're fully staffed. We have everything we need. We're great. And you do know that I got it down. I'm doing everything. My staff, they not doing quite as much as me, but how dare you tell that hot ass lie? Knowing good and dadgum well, you not a part of the team. The only thing you do is coach and stand on the sideline. That's not a team. We've been through this over and over and over again. And speaking of being grilled, get this one. How about in a morning meeting, this girl right here, was asked questions about people that I hadn't even seen. Well, why haven't you seen them, Gayle? Because I was on a card. Every time there has been an opening at my job, I was hired as your wound care specialist, as your treatment nurse. But somehow along the line, it got misconstrued that anytime you have an opening in your schedule, just throw me on a card. What happened to everybody else? I'm not the only person in the building with a nursing license. Am I? Am I? And every time I turned around, we need you to work a card. We need you to work a card. Then I have my boss. Well, why didn't you do this? Well, why didn't you do that? Do you have this? Is your report ready? What? Do you know I got drugged out of a morning meeting to go and look at a dressing on a woman's neck? Petty. to go and look at a dressing on a woman's neck that I'd never seen. Go with me. Do you know why I hadn't seen the lady? Because I was on a card. I hadn't had a chance to see her. However, my boss, being an RN and not being a team player, could have easily removed that little piece of gauze off this woman's neck from an old central lab. However, my immediate boss, the DON, had already done her body audit. So if I can't trust a DON, who can I trust? Oh, and it went even further than that. Then I marched down the hall to another resident's room. Me, as an LPN, if I see an access in a person's arm from the hospital, I don't touch it. Because usually if you have an access, it's removed before they leave. And with me not having a chance to review the man's chart because of other reasons of which we will not discuss right now, but you know where I'm going, I got marched down to this room and told, you need to take that off. We need to see what's under there. Who in the hell is we? Who in the hell is we? Really? Is this what we're doing today? This is what we're doing. Fine. Long story short, I went and got my scissors. I cut it off. And why does he have that in? And I'm standing there looking like I have no idea because I haven't seen the man's chart. I don't know. Well, why don't you know? And so I took the dressing off. There was an access there, an old hip lock, whatever. I removed it, thinking that that was the end of it. Then she makes the remark, well, maybe I need to look at all the new admissions myself. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't need me. Maybe you need to do your treatments too, your wound care too. You know, the DON and I worked as a team. When admissions came in, I did my part. She put the orders in. We tag team on the body audit and put the charts together and, you know, had our stuff together. You know, it had a flow to it. You know, when somebody would come in, she'd call me, hey, you got a new admission in room so-and-so. Okay, cool. I'm doing something right now, but I'm on my way up. And we made that thing. We made that thing work. However, has anybody else noticed that most people in power don't like flow? They don't like flow. They don't like people to get along. They don't like team. Have you ever noticed that? Because that takes the, that takes the attention off of them. And somewhere in their psyche, they believe that if we come together, we're going to come against them. What you think about that? I see you nodding and going, sure do. I just have no words. And can you imagine somebody going through this on a daily basis? On a daily basis, somebody just always, something is always wrong. For years, I promise you, for years, I tortured myself with what's wrong with me. there's something wrong with me. I know there's something wrong. Why do these people hate me? Why do they treat me like they do? And one day it came to me, baby, it's not you. It's them. It's what they have on the inside of them. Our parents always taught us that misery loves company. I don't want to be their company. I'm not miserable, and I don't want to be their company. And then, on the other hand, we come into our jobs upbeat, happy, ready to work. And when we leave, we drag and ridicule everybody and need a stiff drink. What happened within that span of time? A whole lot of unnecessary. You see what I'm saying? And you want to know why people leave. People get tired. They get fed up. They get defeated. When people feel like they can't do any more than they can do, and they can't satisfy you, they leave. They leave seeking a better opportunity someplace else. And sometimes you get dogged out and your pay ain't good. That's 2 strikes against the foolishness. And another thing too, let's think about this for a second. You remember how we're always taught to treat our residents with dignity and respect? That's hammered into us on a constant. Dignity and respect, dignity and respect, dignity and respect. You will do it, you will do it, you will do it. Then they want to come at you with the 5 rights, residents' rights. Do we have any rights? I've always wondered, do we have any rights? What are our rights? What about our dignity? What about our respect? What about our feelings? What about that? Do we not have feelings? Can our feelings not be hurt? Do we not get angry? Do we not get frustrated? And do you not know that when you get angry, when you get frustrated, when you get enough and you vent out, all of these things are used against your humanity, your being human, for somebody to say that you're unprofessional, that you're a ticking bomb, that you're volatile, that you're uncontrollable, you're out of control. Really? So I'm just like this for no reason. That would make me insane. To just blow for no reason. That would make me insane. And I don't have no papers on me saying that I'm insane. Yes, I have emotional issues. However, these emotional issues have been caused a lot by what I've gone through in my profession. Some in my personal life, but all of us have our flaws. All of us have our quirks. But that's what makes us unique. That's what makes us different. And somewhere along the line, people have forgotten to respect our uniqueness. They've forgotten how to respect you as a person, as an individual. And you know what galls me? What galls me to absolutely no end? Don't take it personal. What am I, a goat? Dog? Cat? Zebra? Elephant? What am I? The last time I checked, I was a person. Oh, don't take it personally. Well, how am I supposed to take it? You know, we have people who feel that they can say anything they want to you and you cannot and will not give a rebuttal. You will not blink, you will not breathe because it is their right to say whatever they feel like to you and treat you however they want to. And guess what? The state of Alabama holds them up in it. You know the state of Alabama is an at-will state, right? They can fire you just because they don't like the way you look. Because you said good morning and didn't say it the way they wanted to hear it. When they walked up, they said good morning, you said good morning. What did you say? Good morning. Did you really think I'm about to change what I just said? Good morning. Be glad you got that. Because I didn't want to say that to you. Do you see what I'm saying? It goes both ways. Everybody has feelings. Everybody has desires. Everybody has dreams. Everybody deserves dignity. Everybody deserves respect. Everybody. Everyone. And in these times, when everybody is short, that's when you need to value every single employee that you have, and you need to do everything you can to retain them. Now is not a time to be a petty betty bitch. Now is not the time. The time now is to pull together as a team and work together to take care of folks. We ain't got time for the petty. No, petty betty. We ain't got time for that. You see what I'm saying? And speaking of petty, this is what made me quit my job that day, last Tuesday. This is what made me quit my job. Now, mind you, I'm still trying to play catch up because I was on a cart the day before, right? And I already told you what happened earlier in the day. I'm still trying to play catch up because I'm behind the 8 ball. Just so happened the wound doctor didn't come that day. And so I'm trying to play catch up and get everything together. How about my boss calls? No, hold on. My boss tells the receptionist downstairs in administration to call me and tell me that she has something for me and I need to come down there and to pick it up. What? She repeated it again. I said, oh, okay. Me, I'm thinking it's some paperwork or, an admission I needed to take upstairs. I'm thinking the woman is gone. And that she called this lady and told her, hey, so I'm supposed to be coming, da-da-da-da-da. You know the drill. I get down there and, ooh, boy. How about this woman is standing up there on her phone in admin. And the little young lady, she hands me a crumpled up, folded piece of paper. She told me to give you this. And I'm looking at the girl and looking at her, looking at the paper, looking at the girl, looking at her, looking at her, looking at the little girl, looking at the paper. Okay. Read the paper. I almost hit the floor. It was some orders from where a resident had gone out to an appointment that day, of which I knew nothing about, for a, skin cancer removal. And it was the doctor's orders. Now, I was done, outdone, and mad as hell. You couldn't have dropped that on my desk. You couldn't have texted me and told me it was upstairs on the nurse's station where the woman was. You had to pull me away from my desk to come downstairs for a piece of paper. And get this. This is what she asked me. Did you know anything about that? No. I figured you didn't. Are you crazy? Girl, I could have lost it right there. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Because I see now that your self-sabotaging behavior, I can't take that no more. I can't. I won't. I will not be a part of your crazy. I will not be a part of it. And then you get in front of the owner and you want to take credit for everything to yourself. What about team? Remember? Team, team, team. How does that work? People. Do you know jobs would be so much better if everybody tried to work together, if everybody tried, not do, because everybody's not going to get along. Different personalities not going to mix, But at least we can be civil. There's a lot of people I work with that I couldn't stand, but I was civil to them. Good morning, how you doing? And I get, ooh, well, how you do? But I mean, come on. I mean, we should not be so heavy at work. We should not be so heavy. We should not be low flying heavy clouds, just full, just full of rain. Let the rain go. Let it go and rise above. Somewhere along the line, we're going to have to rise above it. And I know that, we keep moving from job to job to job to hoping, praying, believing that there's going to be a better opportunity over there. And we get over there and it's the same problems with different faces and different places. This has got to change, y'all. I have seen, in my 30 years, I have seen nursing go from sugar to shit. I have seen my patients get worse. Now we're almost like step-down units. We have residents come in that need to be on a step-down and then dismissed off to us. But we have now become the step-down. And I feel that I need to be in all of my faculties, not worried about who's looking over my shoulder, not worried about being micromanaged, not worried about, being ridiculed about what was not done, because nobody's going to pick up my slack. Isn't it funny how we're always able and made to pick up everybody's slack, but nobody picks up? Yeah, you know the word. Bad bosses, man. Bad bosses. I think it's time for administrators, owners, investors, and the healthcare community at large to look at us as healthcare professionals, LPNs, CNAs, nursing assistants, activity directors, food service, housekeeping. We're all people. We are grown people with lives and families. And we deserve dignity and respect. And in some cases, we have to demand it because sometimes people get crazy, they get lost thinking that they're talking to the children. And you have to sort of kind of tighten them up and set them straight. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, you know, when I read that this morning, that really struck a chord with me because of what had gone on with me. Now, mind you, I wouldn't mind going back to my job because I love my residents and I love my coworkers. I don't have a problem with nobody. I hope nobody don't have a problem with me. But you're not going to nitpick me. Whatever I miss, can you help a sister out and take up her slack and have her back? Sometime, can you help a sister out? Because that's what the scripture says. The scripture says we are helpers to one another. And we are our sister and our brother's keeper. All right, y'all. That's my rant for the day. I've enjoyed you, and I hope you've enjoyed me. And yeah, I'm back. I'm going to start trying to record more. You stay encouraged because you're strong. You can endure anything that this life throws at you. You are a winner. You are a conqueror. Be bold. Be great. And most of all, be you.